Hello and welcome to Honey Tap. This is my original music channel where I also review gear that I use to make the songs on the channel. We are out in the backyard on a beautiful spring day in Central Florida, and I thought this would be a good place to use as a very well-lit environment to show you my beautiful new Schecter Sun Valley Super Shredder guitar, the exotic variety with all the extra features on it, and man, I am happy with it overall. I'm going to go through all the different features that I can think of related to this instrument. And before we go on much further, I hope you will subscribe and like and comment on this video. That helps me a lot. I appreciate it. Let's get right into it. So here it is. Look at this beast. Just such a beautiful wood, first of all, and also set up to this guitar. We're going to talk about modifications that I've already done to it. You might see what they are by looking at this, if you know what they typically come with. Just cosmetic changes. And I'm going to show you a couple places I'm going to make some additional updates, but very minor. This guitar comes very complete. Very, very complete. It has every feature that I love in a high-end guitar, and it just plays like butter. So let's talk about first the playability of this guitar. You know, I have a theory that guitars all have a certain amount of songs in them, ranging from 0 to infinite, and this is one of those guitars that just feels like it's got songs in it right away. It plays acoustically very loudly and musically. You can tell certain electric guitars, they play really well unplugged. This is one of those guitars. It's got a very bright tone to it unplugged, and it's got a very bright tone to it through the amplifier. But of course, through the amplifier, that's affected by these pickups, which are Schecter USA pickups, and I believe, and they are excellent sounding, very dynamic pickups. They just have a ton of overdrive. I love the pickups. This guitar sounds so unique. At the end of this video, I'll give a tone sample, but the upper switch positions sound almost like a P90 or a single coil, really classic tone. It's super cool. The middle tone is really interesting, and the humbucker is just blazing for sure. So the playability of this thing, though, in terms of the neck, it feels like a thin C to me. It's a very, like, just right, I'm just gonna say. You know, small enough, but more of a classic feel to it. Maybe something like an Amazon AZ type of guitar, but very shreddable neck. All right, so the playability is outstanding. The action is also very low on this. It came very low out of the box from Sweetwater, where I got it. Let's talk about materials. The materials used in this guitar are very exotic. That's why they call it the exotic model. It comes with a Wenge neck, which is this black wood. You can see, very unique, open pore. So you can actually feel the pores on the back of the neck. But a beautiful, beautiful crafted one-piece Wenge neck with the spoke wheel truss rod adjustment at the heel, which I love. And then the body made out of Limba, which is a very cool type of wood with interesting pattern on it. This one was pretty light compared to the ones that were up on the Sweetwater website where you can pick the one you want. This one was in the 7-pound range, so it's not actually that heavy, which is really nice. But yeah, two very unique woods. And I would point out something else, which is this comfort carve. It's very comfortable. You can see it allows you to get all the way, no problem. So it really is a great handshake, so to speak, on this guitar. Just a shredder guitar, but also will produce just the most classic tones as well, I've found. Like most of my Schecter South Korea guitars, I've just found them to be outstanding quality, and this is no different. This guitar was manufactured in the South Korea factory. Now let's talk about features. One of the best features to have on any guitar is locking tuners, in my opinion. It just makes it easy to change the strings, and they're typically very stable in terms of tuning if you get good ones. So that's cool. I don't have to replace these. They work very well. This string tree here is actually bent steel. I will replace that. I've got one. I'm going to make a video when I do the upgrades on this guitar, so stay tuned, but I'm going to replace that. I have a better system. I'll show you. It also comes with a graphite tusk nut, so you have that hard graphite nut. You know, I might still file it just a little bit to make sure the strings slide through. Good test is get a strobo stomp or something like it, a very accurate tuner, hit the note, flex it here, see if the note changes. If it does change, chances are you have a little roughness in the nut. Another incredible feature of this guitar is that it has stainless steel frets, and I found that they don't buzz anywhere, that they're just really nice fretwork. No rough edges on the edge of the neck, and the stainless steel frets just really add something in terms of tone, I believe, along with the woods. But this is just such a bright sounding guitar. It's really, really cool. This is truly one of my favorite guitars, and I've had it for a month. I love the way they put in these zebra pickups. Super cool, and I love the sound of the pickups. This is a Hipshot bridge, which is a fixed bridge, and so it's very, very stable in terms of tuning. 2 knobs, 1 tone, 1 volume, 5-way switch. The positions you would expect. This one, yeah, anyway, I don't know what the wiring is on it, to be honest, but I can tell you all 5 tones are very unique, and that's what I generally look for. On the back, you can see it's got string-through ferrules for the strings. See the jack, recessed bolts on a carved heel. Just a fantastic instrument. Also, I would claim a tribute to a classic type of guitar, the Fender Stratocaster, which I had as a child, but this is far, far superior to a Fender Stratocaster. In my opinion, this guitar ran me about $1,000, a little over $1,000, and it's well worth it. Once you pay that much for a Schecter, I typically think you get an excellent instrument almost every time. If you get it from Sweetwater, you can always send it back if you don't like it, but this thing is a beast. One of my favorite guitars. If you have one of these, please give a comment down in the comments section. Let me know what you think about it. Also, stay tuned for more Honey Tap live stream performances. I hope you come check those out. I have those every Saturday at 6 p.m. So see you there. Got one up on the channel now. You can go turn on the notify. Thanks for watching Honey Tap. Have a great day.